Chet TV's studios in British Columbia, this is Chet TV News with Robert Springett.
Hello and welcome. We begin in Chetwynd, where the RCMP paid a visit to a local high school to teach students some life lessons through physical fitness.
Come on, Josh! Go!
The program is called Code Blue, and every week police officers go out into the community to engage with students through physical activities that resembles police training. This week, Chetwynd Secondary School students also had the opportunity to run through some firefighter and emergency personnel drills. Constable Harvey works at Chetwynd's RCMP detachment and says every week Code Blue focuses on a different theme.
This week's theme is partnership, and as you can see behind us, we're working with our partners in the community, with the fire department and with ambulance, and showing that despite the fact that we don't work together on a daily basis, we can come together and be successful when we need to be.
Ms. Rivard, a CSS science teacher, says aside from their partnership during the drills, this program also builds other positive relationships.
Because they get to work with their friends, but they're only improving on themselves, and it's competitive only with yourself. They can really grow, and then I get to make relationships with them outside of school, so it's really good for them to make relationships with teachers and with other adults like with the RCMP or the firefighters.
And after all the drills are done, there's always room for a little discipline before class is dismissed.
Attention. Dismiss. Turn 2, 3, down 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys.
In regional news, Dawson Creek RCMP is seeking the public's help in identifying alleged shoplifters. Police have reasons to believe that these women were allegedly involved in a number of shoplifting offenses in Dawson Creek in late December and early January, and attempts to identify them have been negative. Also, Dawson Creek police want to identify this woman for allegedly being involved in a shoplifting case in Dawson Creek in late December. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the RCMP. A group of males robbed a youth of his bike over gunpoint in Williams Lake. The incident happened at the Boitenio skate park Tuesday afternoon at 4:30. Police say that a group of 6 males were in the park when the victim was approached by 3 of them. The suspect allegedly pulled out what appeared to be a silver-colored handgun and held it in his left hand and pointed it at the victim, telling the youth the bike was now his. You're looking at a picture of the bike. The suspect is described as an Indigenous male, approximately 5'9", wearing a camouflage hoodie. The other suspect the bike was handed to is also an Indigenous male who is wearing a black and gray sweater. Police are asking anyone with any information to step forward and contact the RCMP. Northern Rockies RCMP have arrested 2 men in a stolen vehicle near Fort Nelson early Sunday morning. The 2 men, one 23, the other 28 years old, both from Yellowknife, were arrested after allegedly trying to steal a second vehicle in the Fireside area north of Fort Nelson. Police were able to intercept the men on Highway 97 at about 1:30 Sunday morning. A loaded pistol was also located in the vehicle. The men faced charges of theft, possession of stolen property, and breach of previous court-imposed release conditions. Now we're going to take a look at weather. For that, we go outside to Marlon Gomez. Marlon, how's it looking for the rest of the week?
Rob, we couldn't ask for a better week weather-wise, considering it's still winter. The temperature will be above 0 every single day in most parts of the Peace region. The only downside to that is that we will see a mix of flurries and showers later on in the weekend, but nothing to worry about. I'll tell you more about that coming up in the Peace region's 5-day forecast. But first, we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere.
Finally, the 2015 Chetwynd International Chainsaw Carving Championship documentary is ready. The Chet TV production Nearly Lost dives headfirst into the background of the championship and how the competition almost didn't happen in 2015. For the first time, Chet TV brings you away from the carvings and goes behind the scenes with the carvers, and of course, find out who takes home top prize. Chet TV on Bell 655, Eastlink Channel 40, and on air on Channel 55. Chet TV, your station. These outdoor enthusiasts know that their hike will be enjoyable. It helps that they are prepared for whatever adventure awaits them. That means planning ahead, before you even step outside. Plan a travel route. They are going to www.adventuresmart.ca for a sample trip plan. Make sure you carry the essentials: extra food and water, emergency blankets, first aid kit, sunscreen, fire starting kit, enough clothing for an extra day, and flashlights. After checking the weather forecast and letting friends and family know how long and where they are going, these two are ready for their hike. You wanted it, you got it. Chet TV is happy to bring back Moccasin Flats to its regular programming, and it gets better. My Peace Country home, Pioneers of the Pine River Valley, is returning as well. This time with over 30 minutes of bonus features, including interviews, archive footage, and music. Chet TV on Bell 655, Eastlink Channel 40, and on air on Channel 55. Chet TV, your station.
Welcome back. All right, so as you can see, the temperature has been great all day with the sun shining and the temperature sitting at around +3. Before the break, I was telling you how every single day would be above 0, so let me go ahead and show you that. Starting off with your 5-day forecast here in Chetwynd. Tonight, the temperature will drop down to -11. Then on Wednesday, will be partly sunny with a high of +2 and a low of -2 degrees. Thursday will be beautiful with the sun shining for the whole day and a high of about 8 degrees. Friday will be the warmest day in Chetwynd with the temperature going up to +9. The only downside there is that it will be cloudy for most of the day and there's a 40% chance of rain. Now Saturday, there's that snow I was talking about before the break. There's a 40% chance of flurries with a high of about 3 degrees. Let's move on to your Peace Region's 5-day forecast, starting with Dawson Creek. The forecast there, very similar to Chetwynd's, with the temperature going down to -11 tonight. Wednesday will be sunny with a high of about +2. Thursday, the sun will be shining with a high of 8 degrees and a low of -1. Friday will also be Dawson Creek's warmest day with temperature going up to +9, but once again, it could be cloudy with a chance of showers. And Saturday will go up to +3. However, there is a 40% chance of flurries. Over to Fort St. John now. Tonight, the people there can expect a low of about -8 degrees. Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high of +1 and a low of -2 degrees. Thursday will be mainly sunny with a high of +8, and then Friday, that cloudy weather will be kicking in with a high of +9 and a chance of showers. Saturday will also be cloudy with a chance of flurries, but the temperature will go up to +3. Let's take a look at Prince George now. People there can expect some days to be slightly warmer in comparison to other parts of the Peace. Tonight, the temperature will go down to -7 degrees. Then on Wednesday, it will be partly sunny with a high of +6. Thursday, that sun will continue with a high of +5 and a low of -1 degree. And heading into the weekend, Friday and Saturday will be both cloudy with a chance of showers and a high of 6 degrees. Okay, and finally, let's look at Grand Prairie. Not bad overall, but it will be slightly colder there. Tonight, the temperature will be dropping down to -11 degrees. Wednesday, Grand Prairie will be the only place in the Peace region where the temperature won't be above 0 during the day. It will be partly sunny with a high of only -2 and a low of 6 degrees, or rather a low of -6 degrees. Thursday will be much better with the sun shining and a high of +6. And then heading into the weekend, once again, that cloudy weather for Friday with a high of +6. Saturday, people there can expect some cloudy weather as well with a high of +4 and a 40% chance of showers. So over the next 5 days, the Peace region will experience some warm temperatures with pretty much every day going up above zero. The only downside to that, however, is that we could see a mix of flurries and showers over the weekend. That's your Peace region's 5-day forecast. I'll send it back to you in the studio, Rob.
Thanks, Marlon. Taking a look at what's happening in the local sports scene, we turn things over to Matt Nicholson.
Thanks, Robert. The NWJHL playoffs are in full swing with 2 series already decided. But first to the lone opening round series still going. The Fort St. John Huskies have a 2-0 lead over the Sexsmith Vipers after winning Saturday night in Sexsmith 3-1. Cody Disher had 2 goals to lead the Huskies. Beaver Lodge was swept by the North Peace Navigators after losing 18-0 Monday night in Peace River. Dustin Long, the leading scorer in the NWJHL this season, led the Navigators with 4 goals. Game 3 of the Junior Canucks JDA Kings Best-of-5 series took place Saturday evening with the Junior Canucks facing elimination. For results, we go to Robert Springett.
Junior Canucks fighting for their lives in Grand Prairie against the JDA County Kings. Both goalies on point early in this one. No goals in the first period with Dawson Creek out shooting Grand Prairie 13-12. Dawson Creek would get on the board first less than a minute into the second period. Jordan Ray capitalizes on a turnover in the slot. No mistake. 4 minutes later, the Kings would tie it up. The play starts in the Kings' end with Taylor Lylekis and would eventually end up in the Canucks' net. Nice individual effort. The JDA County Kings would find themselves on the power play 5 minutes later, and Kevin Henley would give Grand Prairie a 2-1 lead after 2 periods. 6 minutes into the third period, Zach Bennett is left alone in the slot, buries 3-1 Kings. Dawson Creek will go on a power play 5 minutes later. Jordan Ray would jump on the rebound, his second, pulling within 1. A scramble in the crease would find the puck in Grand Prairie's net. The officials would talk it over and the goal would count. Coleman Brinsky getting credit. Less than 2 minutes later, Kevin Henley would get his second on the night, more importantly, giving his team a lead with 7 minutes left in the game. Grand Prairie would put the game out of reach when Donald Goudreau turns around and fires it on net and beating Josh Round. Dawson Creek swept. Grand Prairie, they'll take on the Navigators.
You got to give Dawson Creek a lot of credit. That was a team that didn't quit. They pushed us right to the end there. They made us really work for it in the third period there, and it wasn't an easy win, and I think that's why maybe it feels even that much better is that we had to really work for it, and the emotions are good right now, but we're not going to get too high. We know that we got to get ready for round 2.
It was a good season. It was long, lots of trials and tribulations as we went along, and the end result is. There's 23 hockey players in there that I think overall really enjoyed the season. They're a little down right now, without a doubt. I think everybody's a little disheartened.
I don't know, everyone's pretty upset, especially like the 21-year-old guys who are moving on next year. It's tough, right? Their juniors done, but everyone tried their hardest, so it's upset, but we're also a pretty good group of buddies, so we're taking it in stride.
In the NAMHL, the Northeast BC Yukon Trackers tied their game against the GPAC Storm 1-1 Saturday. The Trackers remain third in the Bear Slashing division with 39 points. The Peace River Royals lead the division with 44 points, and the GPAC Storm are in second with 42 points. Turning to the MPHL, the Fowler Pirates swept the Peace River Rangers with a 4-3 win Saturday, advancing to the finals. The other semifinal has been pushed to Game 5 as the Fort St. John Flyers beat the Grimshaw Huskies 11-2 Saturday. Game 5 is Tuesday night in Grimshaw. That is your Peace Region Sports Update. Back to you, Robert.
Thanks, Matt. Now that we're up to date on sports, what about the rest of the community? Let's find out. Jeff Hill has your community events.
Thanks, Rob. Over the next few weeks, we have some live music in the Peace Region, so there's no excuse to go out there and have a good time. I also have some other events for you, so let's have a look. Tonight, there's a community dinner at the Chetwynd Secondary School. It's all about celebrating the kids and the community. And a free roast beef dinner will be served. You must RSVP the CSS to save your spot. On February 24th, there's an open house for the Chainsaw Carving Championships. The Chetwynd Chamber of Commerce is hosting the event, and they want the community to be included in the planning process. Both the executive and the executive director of the Chetwynd Chamber of Commerce will be in attendance to discuss the plans. It takes place at the Pomeroy Inn and Suites at 6 p.m. and it's free to attend. Then on February 27th, people can go sing their hearts out at karaoke night. Chetwynd's Royal Canadian Legion is hosting their monthly karaoke. Doors open at 8 p.m. and you must be 19 years old to attend. Our next event is on February 29th at 11 a.m. Dawson Creek's SPCA is doing a fundraiser on National Cupcake Day. Indulge in some tasty treats next Monday and donate some money to help their animals. If you donate more than $10, they will fill out a pledge form so that you can receive a tax receipt. Next, we'll have some live music happening in Chetwynd. The Royal Canadian Legion is hosting the Cabin Fever concert on March 4th at 7 p.m. People can go and enjoy some folk Celtic country music. Tickets are $10. And finally, our last event is Rockin' the Peace 2016. Watch the best musicians in the Peace region battle it out for the top spot. A panel of judges and audience votes will be crowning the winner. The event starts at 5 p.m. in Taylor and tickets are $25 per person. That's all the events we have for you, so get out there and attend as many activities as you can. I'll send it back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Jeff. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have Pop's Pics and Leo Sobolski will have your book review. Stay with us. Wind turbines in the Zona Beck area? Chet TV talks to the applicant Natural Forces on their wind farm proposal and residents around the Lone Prairie, Zona Beck, and Dickey Bush areas about their concerns on the project. Chet TV provides an in-depth look on the proposal, answering all your questions. For scheduling, visit peacefm.ca or stay tuned on Bell 655 Eastlink Channel 40 or on air on Channel 55. Chet TV, your station.
Welcome to the Lion Inn & Suites. It is our pleasure to show you our incredibly beautiful rooms designed for the worker, tourist, and families visiting the Chetwynd area. Ken and Lily have hired the very best contractors and searched out the very best furniture and appliances for each room. The Lion has rooms for every need. Select the rooms of your choice and enjoy comfy beds and use their kitchens and appreciate immaculate new bathrooms. You'll be delighted to find washers and dryers for your use, fast Wi-Fi connections, and flat-screen TVs for your viewing pleasure. You'll be delighted and always return to the Lion in Chetwynd because the rooms are spacious, cuisine tickets to the Red Lion restaurant are given as bonuses, and service is always pleasant and professional. The Lion is located at 5132 46th Avenue Northwest. Call us at 250-788-9990. Call for a reservation today.
Welcome back. We're now going to take a look at Pop's Pics with Cole Papalizero.
Hello again, and we are back with another Pop's Pics, and this week at the Rex Theater, we have Kung Fu Panda 3. Now this is the third movie in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, and it stars Jack Black, Bryan Cranston, and Dustin Hoffman, and it was also directed by Jennifer Yu. It's an animated, action-packed comedy adventure. Let's take a look.
Master Shifu? Good time? Bad time?
Time is an illusion. There is only the now.
So now's a good time?
Oh. You must take the next step on your journey from warrior to teacher.
But I'm no good at it. Oh no! It's the dragon teacher! He's so handsome! What? Paul? Oh, hey, Dad. What's up?
You're terrible at it.
Now, Kung Fu Panda 3 is the story of Po, who in this installment meets his father and discovers a secret panda village, while an evil entity, Kai, is looking to harness the power of all of the Kung Fu masters for his own. Now, I remember seeing a trailer for the first Kung Fu Panda movie, and I was groaning as I knew I'd have to end up seeing it with a younger sibling. However, the Kung Fu Panda franchise to me was a great reminder to never judge a book by its cover. I was so surprised by how great the movies looked, the very clever but also warm-hearted emotion through the story, and just fantastic characters and vocal performances. Kung Fu Panda 2 was awesome as well, and I think Kung Fu Panda 3 might be the best one yet. These movies are just so fun and so entertaining. They never feel dull, there's always something happening, and it's one of those rare combos where adults and kids can walk away from the movie enjoying it equally.
Who are you? I'm looking for my son.
Dad?
Give your old man a hug!
we know he's even related to you?
Look at that! Come with me. There's a secret panda village in the mountains. Whoa. Welcome home, son.
You look just like me, but a baby. You're like me, but old. Oh, he's adorable.
I'm good.
Now, all that being said, I do have an issue or two with this movie. All of the Kung Fu Panda movies follow the same story formula. Po and his friends are happy in the beginning, only to learn about an evil entity or being threatening the land. And then 3/4 of the way through the movie, Po will discover a secret ability or meaning about himself, which leads to him using this new knowledge to defeat the bad guy and save everyone. And that being said, it's a totally winning formula, but it can make the movie feel just a little bit stale at times. That aside, Kung Fu Panda 3 has laughs, action, a great set of characters, and lots of emotion in the scenes as well.
Kai has returned! Who? The Master of Pain, Beast of Vengeance, Maker of Widows. Okay, I used to work with Oogway.
Oh, Master Oogway.
Silence!
Kai attacked the valley. It's all gone. Now he's coming for the pandas. You must teach them to fight.
I am ready.
I'm gonna turn you into Kung Fu masters. Hi! Nobody said this was gonna be easy.
Get ready to dance with danger.
Enemies of justice, prepare for war! Are you kidding me?
You must be the Dragon Warrior.
How about you spare me the chit-chat?
I'm going to take your
Chit-chat.
in this
Chitty chat.
in this
Chit-chat.
We've got to get in there.
But Master Shifu
You're
said...
seriously afraid? Even Master Chicken's going in there, and he's a chicken.
I really enjoyed this flick, and I really recommend seeing it. It's great for kids, and it's great for families. However, teens and adults won't walk away thinking, oh, it's a dumb kids movie, but rather an epic tale of a panda's battle to save the world with Kung Fu. I'm going to give Kung Fu Panda 3 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out this weekend, Thursday, February 25th to Sunday, February 28th, only at the Rex Theater. This has been Cole Pops for another edition of Pops Pics.
It's now time for your book review from Pine Tree Books. For that, we go to our station general manager, Leo Sobolski.
Hi, you're listening to Leo Sobolski doing book reports at the Peace FM Chet Studios for Pine Tree Books. Today is going to be a quick series of books that I'm going to run through because I want to run with the dogs. It's beautiful weather outside, and the time to read a book is when it gets dark and you can just cuddle up with a book. Right at this point in time, Pine Tree Books is looking for books for kids. It's looking for books for summer. So if you have any suggestions, call, write, run down the street screaming, I have a suggestion, and we'll certainly listen to you. But I'm going to go over some books that just came in. This is the one that just came in, Story of Eagle. And I like this book. I'm going to be reading it and looking at it. I'm going to read it to my grandson, my granddaughter. I'll read it to my dog. Well, anyway, it's a really good book because it's by David Hancock of Hancock Press, and it's Story of Eagle, and here are the eagles. But you know what's really good about this is that it's for kids, so you can look at it and read it with your child. If you're a grandpa or grandma, buy this book, give your kid an education so they become an eagle expert. Now that it's beautiful outside and just gorgeous, are you thinking of camping in British Columbia and the Yukon? Well, think about camping. Get your camper ready, get a trailer going, RV. This book right here is the 7th edition. Camping British Columbia and the Yukon. So if you turn to a page, it'll say Roberts Creek. If you want to spend your time relaxing, beachcombing, and staring out to sea to look for whales, stop at Moberly Lake. No, there's no lakes in Moberly Lake. It is Roberts Creek. If you look really hard, you will find Moberly Lake in this book. Not very hard, you'll find it. So camping, British Columbia, and the Yukon. Heavy duty reading, good planning. So put this in your trailer, put this in your car, and you'll be prepared for your camping in 2016. Now this book just sold out and I got more in. And the reason it's so popular is the paintings are just so amazing in it. It's called Wild Roses, Memories of a Homesteader's Daughter. And it's by Dutchie Rutledge Matheson. And look at, isn't this incredible? You're going to fall on the ground and just say, wow. The paintings are phenomenal in here. You could buy 2 books, one to read to your children and one to put into frames and put in your wall. Isn't that incredible? Nice pictures, gorgeous pictures. Everyone agrees with me. They turn around and they write emails. You're right. Leo, Wild Roses has the best pictures in the whole world. And it does. It's wonderful. There it is. There's a bunch of scarecrows, and it's incredible. And yeah, I like it. It's a good book. So enjoy Wild Roses, Memories of a Homesteader's Daughter. Excellent book. Last book we're going to talk about is I only have 2 of these books left. And the reason why they sell is it's really well done. We don't live in Vancouver, but it's 120 years of firefighting history. As a fire chief, I like this book. There's some really good things about it. Take a walk in time where fire departments actually were horse-drawn carriages, steam engines, tall buildings. Go through the golden years to post-World War I. Excellent. You can turn around and you can see all the stories about the Vancouver's fire department. It's a good book because it may be specific for Vancouver, but in general, it covers firefighting throughout Canada. So if you have a minute this week, I know it's really nice and everyone wants to run with the dogs outside. Look at Vancouver's Bravest 120 Years of Firefighting. My favorite book, Wild Roses. I think I'm going to turn around and buy this book again and just take and put pictures all over the place. Beautiful, especially springtime. If you're a homesteader's daughter, you know springtime is special. Camping, again, valuable information. Buy it. Buy 2. Give one to your friend. If you don't like your neighbor, buy him one and tell him to go camping. The whole idea is it's a good book. And of course, Story of Eagle. Actually, it reminds me of someone. Not sure who. But you know what? Buy these books at Pine Tree Books. You'll enjoy it. Read them. Read to your child if you're a mom or a dad. If you're a brother, read to your sister. And if you're a grandparent, kidnap your grandchildren to read them a book for 5 minutes. Happy reading, everyone. Come and visit Pine Tree Books.
That's all the time we have for today. From all of us at Chet TV News, I'm Robert Springett, and thanks for joining us.
Chet TV is owned and operated by the Chetwynd Communication Society. You can find us on Channel 655 on Bell, Eastlink Channel 40, or on Air Channel 55. Chet TV, your station.